did. Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this, I never switch, never switch.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Pass. 51. Yellow. 51. Watch the run. They're running it. Kill. 36. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28. Check.
First down, Mayfield. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Mayfield has got it to Williams. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mayfield down. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First and 10. 59. Watch the pass.
On first down, it's Cook. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second and 7, Mayfield. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
180.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Throwing again on second and 10. Mahomes. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That's a gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And from down in Miami, an update. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Chopper. 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I don't even know why this team showed up. Deuce. 49. Color. Check 49.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
That's the takeaway. Now that's the takeaway. That's how the defense scored points. Yellow. Eat. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 4. I don't need to.
Mahomes now to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here I come. Take the yellow. Mark 55. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 55 is my guy, 55. Watch the pass.
Mahomes now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Ravens.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 15.
Now Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he's flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Yellow. Bravo. Mike 5. Blue dog working. 55 to Mike. Check. 55. 15. I'm coming. Mike, 50.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yellow, yellow. Our yellow lane. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Pick me up. Here we go, 57. Alert 3. Hey, check 24. Watch the right.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, let's go. Double dog. That's the way.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 72 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield as a rookie 3 times. He led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Check 6 guys.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bo Allen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Fournette running out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 38 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. 1st down, Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run with Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Push him back. Hey, Ripley. Switch. 43.
Now Fournette. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get